This is the Eskute Wayfarer, a full-size electric bike with 28-inch tires, a 250-watt motor, and more. At the time of this video, the bike costs about £900 in the UK or around €1,000 in the EU. If you're interested, check out the video description for the latest prices and discount codes. The bike comes in quite a huge box and it is packed neatly with plenty of padding. Inside the box, you get everything you need to get started, including the tools and parts required for assembly. The assembly took just about 10 minutes and it was an easy and straightforward process. I followed a simple tutorial video. When it comes to design, this is what I call a full-size bike. Others may call it a European or a Dutch-style bike, as it looks like a commuter bicycle you would see in the streets of Europe. In other words, this is a big bicycle and it makes all of the mini e-bikes look ridiculous. For instance, here's what it looks like next to the Zenith bike that I reviewed 3 years ago that has 12-inch tires. The back wheel is where a 250-watt brushless motor sits, and it allows you to achieve speeds of up to 25 km per hour. With aramid and ceramic particles weaved inside the tire, it is designed to increase tire life and prevent punctures. I also found the anti-skid properties to be surprisingly good, considering this is not a mountain bike. More on riding experience in just a bit. I'm highly impressed with the overall build quality, as all of the parts are assembled precisely and there are no squeaking or other sounds while riding the bike. Obviously, the Wayfarer is made of metal. It seems that it's built to last and it's got a load capacity of 120 kilograms. I'm also impressed with the paint finish, which seems to be better than on most of the e-bikes. The Wayfarer looks and feels quite premium. We have a removable battery that sits discreetly in the frame, meaning that the Wayfarer does not look like an e-bike straight away and it does not attract the attention of thieves. Speaking of the battery, I was able to get just over 50 kilometers on a single charge. It is less than 65 kilometers claimed by the manufacturer, but I mostly used the bike in full electric mode. You can charge the battery either directly plugged into the bike or take it out with the supplied key and refill it at home. There is an LED battery indicator on the power bank itself, but I usually check the battery level on the bike computer. The bike rack can hold a weight of up to 25 kilograms, meaning that you can easily put a heavy groceries bag on it, but you can't give a lift to an adult person. You can adjust the height of the saddle, which I found to be pretty comfortable to sit on. You can also adjust the height and the angle of the handlebar, but you need to use Allen keys for that. The LCD panel displays real-time feedback on important information such as battery life, speed, distance traveled, and pedal assist level, which can be adjusted from 1 to 5. If you want to go full electric and use throttle instead of pedaling, you need to set it to 0. I like that there are dedicated lights and a horn switch. Also, the bike has a reasonably bright front light and an electric rear light, which is very important for safety. However, I wish the rear light was a bit brighter. The horn signal is ridiculously loud, which is needed in a busy city street. Here is a quick audio sample. I found rubber handles to be comfortable to hold on to, the brakes are easy to press, and a 7-speed Shimano speed system switches from one gear to another pretty smoothly. Now let's talk about the riding experience. First of all, it's really comfortable to ride this bike, mainly because of the large 28-inch wheels, which by the way have anti-puncture tires and a front fork suspension system. A rear axis suspension would have been nice, but I found riding to be quite soft and smooth. Out of the box, I had to do a little bit of adjustment on the rear disc brakes, but after that I found the braking performance to be pretty good. The maximum legal speed limit on this kind of vehicle is 25 km per hour, and in this video we read it even slower for filming and safety purposes. Shifting between gears is smooth, and that is thanks to the high-quality Shimano system. Climbing capabilities are not as good as on bikes with 500-watt motors, but this is a city, not a mountain bike after all. Still, you won't have any issues climbing the hills, which are not too steep, and once you hit a steeper one, a little bit of pedaling will help. Even though the main purpose of this bike is to ride it on the asphalt, I was really curious how it performs on snow. I thought that the tires would simply start skidding, but I was surprised by a really good adhesion and I was able to ride the bike and feel quite safe. Still, I wouldn't recommend the Wayfarer as the winter bike, but you won't have any issues riding it on snow. Speaking of pedals, they have a good grip with the shoes and they are made of high-grade plastic and metal. Also, when I'm done riding, the kickstand gives me a peace of mind that the bike won't fall off. Overall, the riding experience is good and comfort is probably the key highlight. To sum up, the Eskute Wayfarer is a nice city bike that I've enjoyed using for some time. While it is not built to climb steep hills, but it is comfortable to ride in the city due to large 28-inch wheels and the front suspension system, the battery life is pretty good, the bike looks quite premium, and the overall build quality is great. The shortcomings include a bit weak rear light and the fact that you need a hex key to adjust the angle and the height of the handlebar. Other than that, it's really hard to find other shortcomings of this vehicle. Overall, I think that the Eskute Wayfarer is a good value city bike and I can recommend it, despite a few minor flaws. What do you think about this bike? Would you buy this one or would you choose another option? As always, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.